Hey. Hi. Hello. Let's see. Uh, kind of a rolling start today. Cold opening, if you will. I have so the deal is I have stuff that I need to do before an event that I'm going to tonight. So I want to give myself plenty of time to prepare for that. Um, so this is gonna be a short stream, probably like honestly, it'll be as long as it takes for me to beat this. Um, so with that in mind, I just want you guys to know that. But I guess let's get started. No, not speedrun. I'm gonna be going at a leisurely pace. I just want to showcase this game and gonna just talk about why I like it a lot. So. Oh, good to have you back, Dark Elf. How long am I gonna be on? However long it takes me for me to beat this. And thanks for the 100 bits. In fact, if you don't mind me, I'm gonna turn down that volume for those. This game is so beautiful, especially like for the time that it came out. It's even for modern day, this is still a very pretty game. Journey. I'm using a controller, by the way. There we go. I'm using a PlayStation controller, as God intended. Beautiful environment. Let me know if I need to turn up the volume on anything, such as like, actually, am I able to? Oh, forgot. Okay, it's select to do that. Options, audio. Wonder what the default for this is. I wonder if that's the default. Okay. Huh? No, this is made by that game company. Yes, Shannon, but I want to give myself like plenty of time to do some stuff between this stream and the start of that. I don't know where you got that idea from, Game Link. Like, I know they had like women on the team, but the idea that this was made by one person. So you start off, and those. Oh, dang it! I keep forgetting. Okay, so graphics. This is fine. Astartes. I don't know what that game is. This was made by that game company, the same creators as Sky, Children of the Light. Though that game came out after this. And I just love this this starting screen, this opening area. And they do so much to hide the reveal from you at the start, and it's a good reveal. Not flashy or anything, just... Yeah. Oh, hold on. There's something I need to change that I forgot to do. Give me a minute, you guys. I'm sorry. Forgot to change the frame rate on my main monitor so it's like a decent frame rate. Consistent 60. There we go. Alright. I noticed some stuttering and I was like, oh wait, hold on. Yeah, you get this nice big opening shot of your main goal in the game, of your destination. And it's like there it is. You start out just having nothing, just a hill. Just a hill with some cloth on it, with some tombstone-looking things on top, drawing your attention. It's a simple game. Like, I know if you break it down to just like its basic parts, it's like this is a very simple game, but it's very well done. It's focused. The art style is so good too. It's timeless. And then we got our first scarf piece. Our first glyph. And now we can jump. I like the little flip you do. The sand physics in this is wonderful too. I always saw this less as like sand physics. This always felt like cloth physics being applied to sand. BC. Is it pronounced glyph or jlyph? I hate that. I hate that a lot. I think right here is kind of meant to convey in a way that, hey, you can move faster if you use these things to, or you can move faster by jumping, by flying. And you need other cloth creatures to recharge that. It's very simple. It makes you walk through that section. And we get our first I forget what these are called. Just walls of what are these called? I think the Steam achievement says something about it. Oh, these are ancient glyphs. So we have the little glyphs that you pick up to give you scarf stuff, and what are the other ones called? Yeah, just glowing symbols. At least that's what the achievement for getting all of them says. You can move faster by moving faster. Yes, yes. I know. Hey, listen, not everyone is familiar with video games, and this is, relatively speaking, this is a very simple game to pick up and start playing. My god, you guys, can you not be horny for like 10 minutes or 2 hours while I play this somber, relaxing, comfy game? I swear to god. This is a very important game to me, and it was like one of the things that I saw. This game came out when I was like getting into game design. I was like really interested in that, and it meant a lot to me at the time. It still does. Like, it inspired me. It was like, for a game dev, seeing a game like this, and this won like the most awards, I think, like that any game's gotten at a certain at a certain thing. I forget which one it was, but a certain like awards show or something. Maybe it was GDC, I can't remember. There we go. Now I get more of these. Ah! So, interesting. These will, I think... Yeah, they only go for you when you touch the ground. They will automatically recharge for you when you're near. Yes, I do blame you guys. You don't have to be horny all the time. I swear to God. Yeah, this is the game that put a lot, like, indies like on a stage for a lot of people who didn't really know, I guess, or maybe weren't familiar with like the indie scene. Don't get me wrong, other games also like helped with that and did a lot for that, like Super Meat Boy. That was a big indie game back then, and like Braid and stuff and all that jazz. But this was put on a pedestal. This was an iconic game. And I remember always being so sad that like it was only on PlayStation. I had a PlayStation, but I wanted this to be seen by as many people as possible because I knew how good of a game this was. I wanted people to be able to experience like what a game can be. Like this is games as an art. And this showcases that so much for me. So we get our first confluence. So we get a little bit of history, and that this was never clear to me, like way back when I just saw like pretty mural, and I didn't really understand what story this was trying to convey. But I like how open it is. It doesn't explicitly tell you like what's going on. I think it makes it a bit more interesting. Plus, one of this game's like main things was that it doesn't use any spoken or written dialogue to convey its story. I think director for this game is a non-native English speaker, and he kind of wanted to make something that was easy. something that was easy for everyone to communicate through, which is why your main form of communication is these little pings. How many times have I played this game? I don't know. I've lost count. I have no idea where you got that from, Apathy. No, this is made by that game studio. I'm very confused. Where'd you get that idea from? Yeah, I've played this game a lot. Especially back when it first came out on PlayStation 3. This is our first open area. And this is where you get the first experience. This is where you, like, really see... This is an online game, actually. Because this is the first place where other players can show up. You see that guy over there just doing his own thing. You'll also notice I have a lot of markings on my dress. And then this guy has none. And I'll explain that later in the game. For now, though, we are going to... I like to collect all the symbols. So we're going to do that. The more symbols you collect, the bigger your scarf becomes and the more you can fly. So... seeing Santa Monica mentioned in the game. I'm pretty well, Santa Monica is like owned by Sony, right? So I think they might have had a hand in part of this. Maybe for the port, I don't know. Like, I think they were just like, just Sony. Where's that guy at? Oh. Where are they at? Oh, they're there. Over there. They're getting the other cloth thing. The other bridge piece. He didn't know the other players weren't NPCs. Dang, he must think that AI in games is like way further than it is. The kind of behaviors that other characters, other players like do in this is like, how do you explain someone just being like, ooh, or like, eh. Oh yeah, let's take a look at this. It's just kind of a regular mural. It just shows sandy, sand-covered buildings and stuff. That's pretty apt. Okay, okay, it's good. I'm glad you said you were joking. I was about to be like, funny you mentioned that, because, oh yeah, you also get some sand on you as you, like, here. See? I don't know if it's visible very much. Here we go. You can kind of see, like, the sparkly. And then when I bloop, it's gone. I think a little bit of it is still on like my feet though. The sand, like texture and stuff, like the way the sand looks in this is really, really nice too. I love it. It's fascinated me for a long time. Specifically, not like the cloth-like aspects of it. It's more the texture of the sand. Actually, it moves around. Like you can see the particles of sand kind of flowing on the surface. And I do mean like they move around as if it's really hard to see here, but what did I get that for, huh? Oh, I got an achievement for meeting 10 or more unique travelers. You can kind of see like the sparkliness of this kind of move around on the surface of the sand, independently from like the flowiness. It'll be more apparent when we're in a sunnier area. It's like the sand is turbulent. Like the glitter particle effects. Like I don't know if I can make it sound more clear. And I'm sure compression on Twitch isn't doing a whole lot of favors. I love that you get this little like this music. Wee. And on to the second confluence. Yeah, and it uses, I feel like it uses kind of the same techniques, Jack Alias, as Snow in other games, but it smooths out over time, and I think that's what gives it its cloth-like nature. It's in the title, Herdao. The game is called Journey, and it's about you going on a journey. So, like, I guess, spoiler alert for what? When did this game come out? Gosh, I don't even remember. The story for this game is just the hero's journey. It's very apt, very kind of on the nose. One of the things about the hero's journey is like the rejection of the call to action, and if you decide as a player to be like, I'm gonna go the opposite direction from the hill that you start out in front of, then wind blows you towards it. It's like, no, you have to go on this journey. So it's like, okay. It's a very concentrated game, though. It's pure. It's distilled almost. I don't know. No horny wrath. We're not doing horny today. No. Just the heat wave effects too. It's just beautiful. I might be able to show the sand kind of flowing around in this area since it's a lot more bright and shiny. Are you guys able to see like the individual like particles of sand in the surface? Are you able to see how it starts flowing when I do that? That's That's something I want to know how they did that. I know there is a, like, there's a breakdown that some guy did about how to do all the other effects, I think, but I don't think anywhere in that does it explain, like, how to do that flowing effect of, like, the actual particles in, like, the texture of the sand. No, no horny, Wrath, no, no. This is a very artistic game that's important to me. I don't want to just be like, haha, though, butts, haha. Like, I want to slow down and, like, actually take this in. This game means a lot to me. And you can see that flowing effect here too. It's just neat. It's like, what is that? How is that working? Like, I know the, like, this part's just like taking a water rippling effect and like, and applying like vertex displacement on that and then smoothing it back out to its flat line, I guess, to its base. I know that the actual like rippling effect that happens, that's just, yeah, I understand how that works. It's the moving of the texture of that specular map, I guess, that gives the illusion that this is made up of sand. Like, that's the part that I'm interested in. Like, I understand how the rippling happens. I'm wondering how the flow happens. I do have the white robe. I'm just not using it. I kind of want to keep this like a pure playthrough, I guess. Hello, Bad Gob. How are you doing? Wait, I'm sorry. What, Gerbil? What are you talking about? What Telltale version of this? What? Oh my god, the sand in the shade is the color of my skin. You're right. It kind of is. It's close to that, isn't it? Hey, look at the little cloth guy. These guys are cute. He like goes up to his like trapped friend, I guess. It's like, help my friend. God, that is just beautiful. I want to know how that works. How does it do that? It causes the, like, particles on the surface to just become turbulent. It's so cool looking. Hey, buddies. Telltale had good stories for, like, what was it? God, what was that one that they did that was licensed? It was the, for the Borderlands one. That one, I saw a playthrough of that one. That one was actually, like, a fun story. So many of the other games, though, are, like, it's whatever. Oh, right, there is a Easter egg. I think it's over here. Yes. For those of you familiar with that game company's other games. There are 2 other games at the time that this game was released. That flower. Oh yeah, if you look in the sky, if you like pay attention, you'll see those coming out of the mountain every so often. They want to get their friends out. Gotta help their friends. Ugh. Sean! Sean! Yeah, one of them carries you up here after that. All of the cloth. What is the wiki call these guys? The wayfarers, I think, is what they're referred to on the wiki. They're all white in the. They all have like white garb. The same way as each of the like elders have in every time we go to each confluence. I'm surprised I haven't interacted with another player in this area. The Wayfarers. I wish for another symbol to make my scarf longer. Hey, Psycho Trip. I was gonna leave it at Psycho, and then I realized, hey, Psycho. Like, I don't. Sounded weird to just say that on its own, and so then I decided to say the second, or the third syllable of your name, and I'm weird. I'm sorry. My brain doesn't work like that. I always feel like I have to say the first part of your name. So now I'm gonna take a little detour because I know for certain something is. Also, I'm gonna just, it's not really a detour because I'm following these little guys. Little cloth. It wouldn't really be jellyfish. Just be like, just cloth fish. I don't know. They will always guide you towards like the next of their brothers or sisters. I don't know. Oh shiz! Dave Ronald, thanks for the gift sub to Skeletons. Thank you. Yay! And there we go. There's also some ruins over there, but there's nothing that has a ancient glyph on it. which you can get if you want. But they're happy. They got all their friends. Cat just jumped up on my lap and is really intent on watching you. Really, VZ? That's cute. That sounds really cute. We must descend, though. Into darkness. And I do like that like physical descent into this this physically darker area, reflecting the emotion that this is supposed to convey. You have like these little cloth guys trapped in here. Stuck, but you can free a couple of them. Give them the energy that they need to get out. This is a very odd place though, don't you think? It's like some kind of machinery to... what? To manufacture something? Those faces look oddly similar to the ones that the confluences have. I don't know what. Sorry, the elders. I don't know why I'm calling them. The soundtrack for this game lists each track that plays during those as like the first confluence and second confluence. So I've just kind of internalized them as being that. Yay. Thank you. Little did you play as, it's not given an explicit name anywhere in the game, but the wiki for this game calls them wayfarers. Or wayfarers, however you want to pronounce that. Wayfarers, yeah. It's hard to say. Hard to say that as like... yeah. W-A-Y-F-A-R... E-R? You see them... here we go. Pushing cloth into that machine. It kind of looks like the one that we're on top of, doesn't it? Filling it with light. Using that to build from a farming society to one with great buildings, great constructs, and they are at the top of this brave new world. Is this a series? No. No. Journey is standalone, all on its own. Though, I will admit, Sky Children of the Light has a very, very similar story in terms of like the emotional highs and lows and everything. Here we go into like, I think everyone's favorite part of this game. Pause. Landscape. And here we go. Yeah. Wee. Woo. Wee. Oh yeah, you get this cool effect when you go through these. I love that. I love that so much. I could have made that look cooler, but wee. Wee. Ah. It's just so freeing and it's so nice. Okay, I need to get that. Can I do it? I need to get it. I can try to get it in a minute. Ara Kumabashi. Kumabushi. Oh, we're covered in sand. Gotta get that off. Ah, there we go. I'm doing good, Andrew Isubi. Oh, but well, there goes my plan. There I am. It's fine, I can get it. There we go. You can totally skip this area, by the way, if you have enough on your scarf. Just fly over here when you're jumping down from that height. It's just so nice and pretty. Everything's just so I love it. Wee. Oh no. Oh no, I messed up. There's I didn't realize I didn't have any scarf left. No. Well, I missed one. I missed a symbol. That's fine. Wee. Wee. It's fine. God, I love this scene. So pretty. Just beautiful. God, I love this. Wee. Wee. It's probably very difficult to see due to compression quality, but like you can really see the sand flowing all around here too. Ah, it's so pretty. Just everything about this game. Ah, it's all just so pretty. Oh, but what's this? It's being destroyed, the lights are going out. They're tearing it apart. Seem familiar? That sound cue. War. Nadir. I really, really like this game. This is one of those games you don't really forget about. I love how this it does that thing. Well, A, it pushes the player away because it's causing yeah. But then it parts the sand a little bit as you go through it. There we go. See you, Psycho Trip. Gonna stream SWTOR. Okay. Have fun. I did go to school for game development. Game design and development, yeah. If you want to be, you know, that. And the way that cloth moves in this too is like somewhat unique. Like it retains its shape sometimes. Like if I were to, let's see. If I could manage it and get my cloth like tangled, it would like kind of retain that spiral shape that it gets. What's my favorite game? Outer Wilds. Wilds with an I. It is a pretty new game. It's a pretty damn good new game. That's one of those games I wish I could just forget about. Just so I could play it all over again with fresh eyes. I never really did get a fresh playthrough, like a blind new playthrough of that game, because I played the demo for that. The initial version that was free, that they, like, was just available on their website for the longest time. I played that back when that came out. So I had, when I was going into the final released version of that game, I already knew about, like, one of the biggest things that you find out as a new player. But I'm not gonna spoil anything. You should play that game though. Outer Wilds. My least favorite game? That's a weird... I don't really keep track of that. That's a weird, like, pedestal to have, like, ah yes, here's my least favorite game, haha. I just don't think about that, I guess. Like, the easy, like, funny answers, hee David Cage, but, like, those are still, like... The least favorite game that you probably would have is one that you don't want to play. Like, I could play through a David Cage game. Those have some kind of entertainment value. Yeah, they're bad in their own way, but, like... I don't think I would want a world that didn't have a David Cage game, because they're kind of fun to laugh at. Yeah, least favorite game is the one you pick up, you're like, oh, this is bad, I don't want to play this, and then whatever. It's one that you don't play. And okay, so, like, the whole, like, we just went from this high, soaring, like, emotional, yes, this is... You're at an emotional high when you're surfing through the sand dunes, and then we go to this low point where we kind of see the worst point of this bygone civilization, and then we see these heads again. We saw these in the mural. During the fourth confluence, I think. We get to see their full form. Standing, waiting to be called on. Hey, little guy. Hey. Trip, 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 trip. Oh. And there you see it. What this place is really for. This is an armory. Possibly even a factory. You can see a giant gear up there. Built beneath this beautiful city that we saw up above right before we descended. Oh, the camera in this is great. Omicron playthrough went. Oof. You hear that same sound cue right here. Oh, that thing comes right out of nowhere. Uh-oh, oh no. Ah! Forgot about that. Oh, you can see it really easy here. Sorry, the flow of the sand. Oh, that one just comes out of nowhere. Okay. You can fail. I just did. My scarf is smaller now. That's your consequence. Whoop. Whoop. Apathy. I think a game over would detract from this game. Well, maybe pursue game development. In high school, I took a programming course, and that made me want to get into like programming and stuff. And then when I was like looking for colleges, one was like, "Hey, we got a game design course," and I was like, "Ooh, that sounds like fun." Like, that was really interesting to me. And I thought, sure. Look at that. Red scarf. To the moon after I finished bawling at the end. Thought I wanted to do this. Yeah, exactly. In fact, this game right here was like one of the games I played, and I was like, I want to make an experience that affects others. I want to make things that like do to others what this game did to me. It was like just inspire me and I wanted to make something that people would remember, that would stick with people. And nowadays, like more recently, Outer Wilds is that like quintessential experience. It's the I want to do this game to me. No, I don't want to do walking sims. I want to make something that sticks with people. Outer Wilds isn't a walking sim. I am insulted that you would even make that. No, this isn't a walking sim. Outer Wilds isn't a walking sim. No. Walking sim is like a first person, like literally all you do is walk in like those are first person games. Or like over the shoulder, like normal guy reading an environment. Like this is so much more than that. Played a walking sim where you surf down a sandhill, like, and fly and shit? Like, no. It's like calling, like, what is that cyberpunk, like, samurai game that came out, like, around the same time that Cyberpunk was out, and then people were like, oh, this is great. It's like a wall running type game, you know? It's like, all you do is move in that game. It's like Ghost Runner, yeah. Like I know you also have combat in that, and you like I think you fight shit and stuff, but it's like Oh, hey, another player. Oh, let's... I think they're going to be getting that, so... Show you guys a little secret area over here. It took me forever to find this back when this game first came out. It's like, where's that last symbol? Oh. This is a tomb. At least I think this is the tomb. It certainly seems like it is. Ah, I can't get up there. Because my scarf's too short now. Exactly, Jack Alias. Like, video games require so many different like so many different like disciplines that all need to be working together. And God. Combination of music and art, 3D modeling, technical art too, like the VFX of all of this, doing shaders, all that kind of stuff. Just yeah. They're grave sites. Every one of these stones that we saw is, at least I think, a gravesite marker. I'm surprised it took us this long to find like a companion. I mean, we saw, I think, like 2 players in like the first area, maybe 3, but they didn't stick around us, so. Hey, Gallium Crusher. A friend. So when you're near another player, your scarf recharges. They have an awfully long scarf too. Look at that. Lie. Oh, and if you look, if you're paying attention, both of us have different marks, different symbols. So, I'm sure, like, I consciously, like, made a note of this the other day. I was playing this in Discord, in my Discord server, in one of the channels a couple days ago. And I was spending that time, like, looking at the sand and stuff. Oh. Yeah. Still got them to worry about. But the snow in this area doesn't have that same smoothing effect that's constantly applied to it that the sand does. So it doesn't take on any, like, the only time it takes on cloth-like properties is when you do your large ping, is when it has that, like, wave. But as you walk through it, the trail that you make doesn't smoothen out like it does on the sand. Yeah. Yeah, in other parts of the game, this mechanic where you can, like, warm each other up, or, like, you can recharge your flight, your scarf, can help you, like, get to higher up spots that maybe, like, if you're not super familiar with, like, how to get through it, an area, then that can help you out. But honestly, it's just nice having someone else there. Like, for most of the game, like, you hardly really have any spots where, like, you really need another player. I think the first area is the main area where you can actually, like, help each other out. Like, other players can build up parts of the bridge, like you saw when I first entered. There was another player who built up that first section of the bridge. And then the last two sections as well. But outside of that, like, this is the... Okay, the last area, they can also, like, progress the level of the water. But outside of those two, like, this is the only place where, like, you start getting near each other because you kind of feel like you have to. Or where it's, like, mutually beneficial. And every other part, it's just nice to have another person. And, like, sometimes that's just how... I love the parallels to, like, kind of real-world relationships, almost. It's... As you go through life, as you go through, like, new journeys in your life, as you start new journeys, like, you start a new job, or you start going to a new school or something like that, it's like, you will meet people, and for a portion of that, you might see people only for brief moments during that journey. You might interact with someone in passing and then never see them again. Or you may spend time with someone because, like, you both benefit from it, like working with each other on a project or something like that. Or you might meet someone at the start and stick with them throughout your journey to the end. And that happens just the same in this game. I like that. I remember, like, when, like, it sounds kind of obvious, I guess, like, when I say it now, but, like, back when this game first came out and when I, like, realized, like, the parallels there, like, it meant a lot to me. was like, oh my god, a game can make me feel this way. A game can make me have this realization. Oh, little cloth guy gotta go be warm. If you let him sit in there, you can kind of see it's shivering. Poor little guy. Recharge. Come on. Let's get your scarf charged up. We can do this. We can do it. I have a feeling that this player has played this game before, but like maybe just not on this account. Not on Steam, maybe. If you look at these, each one of these gravestones has a different symbol on them too. Oh, I can't fly up. Why can't I fly up? Oh. And I think this is one of our last ones. Yeah, you can see these fighting. War raging. From a distance, it seems petty almost to us, but it's like, I love this game. How many of you guys have played this before? I guess I should have asked that at the start of the stream. I love how this, the effect that this has when you're near it, and make it melt and stuff. And it's like, I love that. You've played this, Dave Ronald? Perfect. Yeah. Nah, same. Love this track, the ominous feeling, and you can just barely see one of these machines of war off in the distance flying around, looming over you. That's sad, Meadowbook. I'm sorry. It's why, like, whenever I play a game that this one's been out long enough where I guess I felt like if you haven't played this, you probably weren't gonna, but I still feel like this is worth playing on your own, even if you've seen someone else play it before. Uh-oh. Oh no! No! Okay, we didn't see it on our end, but he got grabbed by the dark dragon. No. Oh, there we go. Oh. That was okay. That was a little bit delayed, but it's definitely worth picking up. And I mentioned it early in the stream, but like, Go buy Outer Wilds. Go buy Outer Wilds and play it. Like, just, that is a must play. That is a must play. It's like, okay. So I see, Lacera, I see your comment about like, oh, I'm worried like when I play it, I'll just think it's overrated because of like all the praise get. So the main reason why I say like anytime I talk about like Outer Wilds, I don't say anything about the game, and all I say is go play it, go fucking play it. It's because like if that is like a great game to you, I will do you literally no favors by talking about it. Oh, that's sad to see. That you saw the speedrun dribble. That sucks that you saw that. Yeah, don't even look at the speedrun. Like, don't look up anything about the game. Don't even read like the Steam description. Just play it. And the only thing I will say is play it up to exactly 30 minutes after you first take off. And if you're not hooked into the game by then like go ahead and give it a refund or something. If you're not even slightly, if you're like whatever, I don't care, then go ahead and do a Steam refund. That's fine. If it's not your kind of game, then it's not your kind of game. But on the off chance that this is like your game of the decade like it was for me, I don't want to spoil any part of that. And it's that kind of game where like literally your reward for playing it is knowledge. So telling you anything about the game, even the hook that would get most players to play it for the first time, even that feels like I'm stealing something from you. Oh, frick. How did he get caught again? How did he get got? What? Frick. How? This poor man. No. It totally did spawn though. It's right there. I've seen it twice. I'm sorry, dude. Oh wait, I shouldn't go because this is gonna loop back around. I forgot. It's only been an hour and 30 minutes. We haven't I think I'm safe. I don't know how safe that guy is, but I guess that him getting attacked by it resynced us. I don't know. I did have this issue when I played this in the Discord call, or I had another player with me, and this thing just totally disappeared. Whatever, you only live once. Whew. Scary. Oh no. Uh-oh. That's on me. Sorry, buddy. Oh no. Ah! Oops. Oh, and he destroys that shelter too. No. Yes. But yeah. Go, like, absolutely go pick up Outer Wilds. It is literally, you can only play it once. Honestly, Steam has a really, like, generous refund policy from what I've seen so far. Like, so yeah, if Outer Wilds doesn't like hook you into it within 30 minutes of you taking off into space for the first time, like, then I guess it's not the game for you. Like, you learn in that game. That game is all about just learning about the world around you and discovering, like, all of this cool stuff, and it's so satisfying to piece together, like, the history of this solar system. It's so great. And being fast? You do travel at great velocities in that game. I guess that's true. Relative velocities, that is. You know, frames of reference and all that. God, that is one of like the most confusing things to think about. Like the idea of light not carrying the momentum of whatever it is that it is emitted from. Like if you took a light bulb and sped up to like 50% the speed of light, that like it's weird. Like that confused me for the longest time. It still kind of does, honestly. Like, what am I saying? No, it still confuses me quite a bit. Like wrapping my head around like thinking of that intuitively is still a problem for me. And like certain aspects of like quantum mechanics, that feels like a given. Like, yeah, you know, quantum mechanics kind of hurts my brain just a little bit, you know? It's like, fuck off. It hurts your brain a lot. Shut up, you idiot. There's no shame in that. Just watch sliders. What is that? I think it was a Veritasium video, and I don't remember if it was a recent one or not, but it introduced a concept, what was it, like progressing wave? I think of a droplet of water suspended on a very small packet of air, and like have that bouncing on a body of water continuous. Oh god, I can't. It's hard to describe in words. You just have to like actually find that video. Yeah, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have even tried making that explanation. No! No! Sonic Riders? What? Thank you, Teacher Sweets. Hey, it's actually a really cool way to like be able to visualize the double slit experiment without like having to without having to think about that stupid like very often misunderstood part about like observation. Hey Asanya, hey, how you doing? What's up? One of my favorite parts of this game, not because it's fun, but because of the emotion that it evokes. You finally get to just, it's right there. This is just the last stretch. We only have to go that much further, guys. We'll get there. We'll get there. Just me and my buddy right here. We're both together. As long as we're together, we can't... There's no obstacle we can't overcome. We can do it. Nah, I don't want to hear any talk like that, Jarble. Nah, we can do it. Just stay together. And don't spoil it, you dingus. I'm doing a bit here. Come on. We can do it. We can do it. Just a little bit more. Just come on. Come on. Just you and me. We can do it, Jack. We can do it. Don't give up. Hey, our friend's here. We made it! We made it! Final stretch. Let's go. We made it this far and we are not stopping now. Just everything about this is just so... The music. The fact that you get to do this again, oh, it's so fun. Yeah, we're here. We made it. Where's our friend? There they are. Hey. We're here. We're almost done, GameLink. We're almost done. What a beautiful game. Hey. Thank you guys for watching. That game company's great. The soundtrack is really good, by the way. You guys should totally buy the soundtrack for this game. If where can you get it? Actually, I don't know. I want to say like Bandcamp or something. Bandicamp. Oh, I don't remember where I got mine from. Huh. Hey, Chris220. Thanks for the raid. You can buy the soundtrack on PSN. Well, I mean, like in a place where you can listen to it on like your phone and stuff. I love the. I'm gonna rewind through all the different parts of the game. Oh, you did? Oh, I didn't realize you could do that. Okay. Yeah, I forget how I initially got the soundtrack for this. I've played Abzu. Yeah. It has similar themes. Its art direction is very, very similar because it has like the same guy who did the art for this, or who like their lead artist, I think, worked on Abzu. Abzu is single player, whereas this is multiplayer, obviously. And Abzu is underwater. Yeah. So its movement is a lot different too. Oh yeah, Humankind releases next week. Would you guys like me to play that? I that's one of those games where I can play that the same way I play Civ, just for hours. It's like a Civ game, BZ. Journey is a multiplayer game, but not like you would think. It's a co-op game. You are randomly kind of matched up with players who are in the same area of the game as you. You cannot invite people though. It's entirely random, and you don't see who they are until you'll see. There's no friend invite thing at all. I should play Frostpunk again. I love this return to the beginning. It's like every end of a journey starts another. Just and the sun rises. Hey. Hey man, ooh. Just no name at all. All right, and Ninthus. As the sun rises, everything is set to start a new game. To start a new journey. Man, that would if one of the names was just like pee pee poo poo fart balls. Actually, Asinya, funny you say that, cause I'm going to skip to the chapter select area, which is just this area, this zone. I think that's I got all the markings on my cape that I can get. So, if you collect all of those symbols, and you get to see which ones you've collected. It's not exactly clear which area, but it's like this top row is this area here. So those two over there, plus the one that you get at the start, and then in the next area is the next row, and then it's after each confluence. You get a slightly longer cape. Yes, it is. Again, a reminder, this is made by the exact same company that made Sky, Children of the Light. Benefits of this, you recharge just by touching the ground. Why do you notice the legs more with the white cloak? Probably because the legs on the red cloak kind of blend in with like your shadow. But I like the inclusion of the not only the pattern that grows for every time that you beat the game, but then having the white scarf, the white cloak, just kind of denoting almost like you are an elder here to guide those who come after you, who maybe don't know the way as well. And it's easy to see who is, I guess, more knowledgeable, and it doesn't do it in like an elitist feeling way or anything like that. Like, yeah, I have cooler stuff than you. Hee, I'm better than you. No, it's like while I was playing this in a Discord call. Like I said, one of the first players I saw in the next area after this one was a white cloak who stuck around with me. Because I guess they thought that I didn't know my way, but little did they know, I was just trying to get the last of the symbols so I could get my white cloak back. But yeah. Humankind, the preload is available. I don't think I'll be playing that. Even if I decide I want to get it, I don't think I'll play that like day one. I don't know. Darkest Dungeon 2. Man, I never beat Darkest Dungeon 1. That game's hard. Anyway. I feel like I need to like take a nap for a little bit because I'm gonna be up late tonight. Let's see. Oh gosh, oh gosh. I'm just gonna take a look and see who's on right now. Ooh. All right. This was nice, guys. Thanks. Oh yeah, it does have mouse and keyboard support too, which is weird. It looks weird when you do it like that. Yeah. Let's. What? There we go. I don't know why I did. I have no idea why I didn't do that the first time. That's weird. Anyway. You guys have a good one. Thank you all for coming. And I'll see you on Monday. And thank you for the 100 bits, Kumaboshi. But yeah, thank you guys. I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna go nap. Yeah. Bye. Mwah. Ah, hey Cottontail. Hey. We can message each other on Twitter or something. I'm sorry. I don't know if you want to talk. Bye.